Good Thursday morning, everybody. It is May the 1st. Wow. And I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather for the 270 area code and beyond. And it looks like more rain, even though we kind of got by without any yesterday, except for yesterday morning. There were a couple of showers and thunderstorms in the area. Today, though, I don't think we're going to be quite as fortunate. Looks like we're going to see waves of rain and thunderstorms coming back through. Here is the view from the live Plano cam here just outside of the city limits of Bowling Green. And looking out my window, you can see some of the clouds that are with us this morning. No shower activity really anywhere close. There may be some drifting light rain showers, but that's about it. You can see, look at the trees there off in the distance, right across the top of the building, across the street there. You can see the trees swaying in the wind. It's breezy this morning. So it's going to be a breezy day. There will be winds coming up from the south and west at say 15 to 25 miles per hour, but occasionally we may have some wind gust of around 30, especially this afternoon when we're expecting some of the thunderstorms to come through. But as of right now, it's just cloudy and breezy this morning. Looking back at yesterday, it turned out to be the warmest day of 2025. Here are the numbers: 88, 88, warmest day of the year. With the little, you see the asterisk there. So you look down all the way to the bottom and you see right there, it says warmest day of 2025 and just 4 degrees shy of the record high temperature for the day, which is 92, set back in 1894. That's a long time ago. So it's not been this warm. Um, yeah, it's 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 unusual. It's unusual. The record, um, as I said, 92. So it has been just only 4 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday. But it's been a while since it's been this warm in April. And by the way, yesterday, actually, when the month ended, we came in as the wettest April on record for Bowling Green, the wettest. 11.58 inches of rain in the month of April. That's a record breaker. I mean, that is something that just, you thought it was a lot of water. I thought it was a lot of water. It was a lot of water. Never before in the record keeping of Bowling Green have we had a wetter April, except for this one. Hmm. All right, here's a look at the radar this morning. As I mentioned, there's just not a whole lot going on, but it won't take long. We're going to start to see redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms. You can see there's some down there around Jackson, Tennessee, across Interstate 40, heading toward Nashville. There's a couple of little showers over there at the land between the lakes, over around Cadiz, Kentucky, Grand Rivers, that area, moving east. There may be a couple of little showers there just east of Bowling Green over toward Glasgow and maybe up toward where the Munfordville, maybe even over toward Campbellsville. Yeah, these are all moving off to the east. As you can see, they're just very, very light rain showers. Um, the strongest thunderstorms today are occurring north in an unusual spot up there in Wisconsin, parts of the UP of Michigan. Lake Michigan itself, and then stretching down to about, oh, parts of Toledo, Ohio, and northeastern Indiana. All of those continue to move off to the north and east away from us. Our energy today is going to come from a few places further south. As you can see, there's thunderstorms down into Mississippi. They're finally getting a break back here in Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas. That's where some of the rough weather was yesterday. Now that line has weakened, a couple of lines actually, now moving through parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. Some of that energy will be moving into our area as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. And even though it doesn't look all that potent right now, I think there may be just enough energy to produce some stronger thunderstorms this afternoon, this evening, and primarily along and east of Interstate 65, which I'll detail a little bit more for you in just a moment. Let's look at the updated high resolution satellite view. The thicker clouds out to the east of us as you're going out Cumberland Parkway and uh, Kentucky 80 in that direction. Here's where we're seeing a few holes in the clouds this morning around Bowling Green. And then you're seeing a lot more sunshine back here into western Kentucky and over toward the land between the lakes. But the clouds will be mixed with sunshine today, and occasionally there will be that chance of showers and more thunderstorms going into, especially this afternoon and this evening. There is a severe weather threat, which I'll detail in just a moment. Let's check the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Show you temperatures right now here at 7:24 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Look at all the 70s, warm and muggy 70s, some 60s back here to the west. And that's because, as I showed you, parts of western Kentucky getting some of the showers. And then you've got the cold front, which is trying to move in, but it won't. It will not be able to get all the way in. It's going to hang up back there to the west. So 70s mainly this morning. Let's take a look at rainfall past 24 hours. Nothing around here. If there was anything, it missed all of the Kentucky Mesonet sensors. But you can see this morning where the cooler air is that far western Kentucky's picked up anywhere from a 5/100ths of an inch of rain to almost 3/10ths of an inch. So that's where the rains have been this morning. Moisture, the dew points, well into the 60s. They're not going to change at all. They're going to stay very high. Winds, as I mentioned, are a bit breezy this morning, coming primarily out of the south and southwest at anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour, but occasionally we're getting some gusts up to 20. And you see a 21-mile-per-hour gust there. Well, it just changed to 19 there in Hart County in Munfordville, the sensor there, which is 6 miles east of downtown Munfordville. We've got winds of 18, 19 here in Warren County. And down at Franklin, currently a wind from the south at 23 miles per hour. So, as you saw on the Plano cam, it is breezy this morning and it's going to stay breezy throughout the day. The warm, moist air and those winds are going to help possibly fuel some strong, even maybe severe thunderstorms. Let's check it out. Let me update these graphics here for you because these are from yesterday. So here we go. We go from April into May 1st, first day of May today. And we're getting into that warmer time of the year. And in line with that, as you know, this time of the year, we're more prone to get some severe weather. And today, there's your outline, your outlook. Level 2, slight risk. stretching all the way down to about Nashville, including Bowling Green, much of the 270, all the way up to Louisville, Frankfort, Danville, Lexington, even the I-75 corridor, the I-71, Covington, Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton, all in the yellow level 2 slight risk. And this is going to be primarily for this afternoon and this evening. Tornado risk, it's on the low side, but we can't say zero. It's pretty much aligning with Interstate 65 and east into central and eastern Kentucky. And on the green color there on the scale, it's a 2 to 4% chance that there could be a brief tornado. I don't think it's going to be any big deal. The damaging wind outlook is right there where the level 2 slight risk is, and that's a 15 to 29% chance of getting damaging straight line winds with any storms this afternoon. And I think, again, because of where the low level jet is placed, I think the better dynamics for this is going to be, again, along and east of Interstate 65. Even though they've got it painted in a little bit west here, I think that's for, a padding for precaution sake. But I think the better energy is going to be right there placed in the middle, in the central part of Kentucky. And here's the hail outlook, large hail outlook. And here we go again, 15 to 29% chance of you getting some, nickel quarter size hail, possible half-inch hail, very possible with any of the thunderstorms today. And the reason for that is, even though you've got clouds right now, you're going to have the best sunshine today. You're going to have a longer duration of sunshine there in central Kentucky. Therefore, you're going to get the daytime heating. Surface heating is going to take place. And with the energy available and the moisture available and the winds available, well, you know, it's going to tap in that low level jet. It's going to tap into all that and produce the thunderstorms that could go severe. Now, there's even been painted in a low end level 1 marginal risk for some severe storms, even tomorrow on Friday. And, the Oaks run tomorrow in Louisville at Churchill Downs. And, yep, there's going to be showers and thunderstorms. It's weird because we started out this week. None of these areas were in a risk. In fact, we were looking at everything clearing up just in time for Derby, but nope, it's not going to happen. And here's Saturday's outlook. This is Derby Day. And even though there's just general thunderstorms, as you see there, there's still going to be rain and thunderstorms on Saturday. I know. Eh. Oh well. It's one of those situations where if you're going to Churchill Downs, um, you're just going to have to plan on it's going to be a wet track, I think. And I've heard some people say, that's not a bad thing. I know that a sloppy, muddy track is not so much a good thing, but uh, you know, I don't know. I'm not as much into horse racing as some people are, but I mean, I guess it's all in how you look at it. But that's the way it looks. Here is here are, I should say, the maps, the graphical weather here. As you can see, showers coming in as we get on into the morning, some fog over in the eastern part of the state. This afternoon is when we'll start to see better chances of showers and thunderstorms right along and east of Interstate 65. And there's the front that I was telling you that keeps trying to work in here, but it just keeps bouncing back, being stalled back here to the west. As we get into this evening, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two. Here we go into early Friday. There's the front still hanging back here to the west. We get into Friday morning. The front does come a little bit closer to Bowling Green, but it's going to get hung up again and it's going to stall and it's going to bounce back to the west and to the northwest. And that's going to keep us in the rain. This is Friday afternoon, showers and thunderstorms once again. Here is early Saturday morning. You can see there's plenty of rain covering the entire area. Lighter rains back to the west, but some heavier rain and thunderstorms along and east of 65. Here is Saturday afternoon. Showers, thunderstorms. I'll even go north here. And there's Jefferson County, Metro Louisville. Rain, rain. hmm Here we go into Sunday. Showers still lingering around. Not as heavy, and it will be a bit cooler as we head into Sunday. Then here we go with Monday. Still some showers left over. It's not until Tuesday do we get in the clear as far as getting rid of the rain. There will be times when the rain shuts off, but then it's going to come back. But I'm talking about completely getting rid of the rain chances. Tuesday now. Originally, it was going to be Saturday. Now it's Tuesday. Now, and look, next Wednesday, everybody's painted back in with the rain. It has just been one of the wettest years on record. We already established wettest April ever on record for Bowling Green and the 270. So it's just crazy. But we're going to deal with it. We're going to move on and do with it what we can. I know some of you that are farmers are having a hard time getting out in the fields and getting anything done because it's so wet. Or just as soon as it starts to dry up, it gets wet again. So that's a problem. Not flooding necessarily, but just wet. Here's a look at the blender. We'll go 79, maybe low 80s today, depending on where you are. If you get a lot more sun today than clouds, then you very much could end up in the low 80s for a high temperature. We go around 80 tomorrow, upper 70s to low 80s. Then we cool to near 70 on Saturday. That's Derby Day right there, near 70. And it's going to be upper 60s to near 70 at Churchill Downs with the rain. With the rain. Sunday, the coolest, we go 64, 65. Then we bump it back up into the upper 60s. Then lots of mid to upper 70s next week. This is right where we need to be for high temperatures, mid 70s. Perfect. That is normal, considered normal high temperature for this time of the year. And the beginning of May. It's gonna be May. And it is. 83 is what I have for today. Showers and thunderstorms mainly this afternoon. And again tonight, 62. Then more showers and storms bumped it up. The chance tomorrow for Oaks and your finally Friday, 78. I may have to just adjust now some of the numbers that I'm with the newer computer forecast models coming in since last night. They're trending a little bit cooler than what I've got there for Saturday and Sunday, more into the mid and upper 60s instead of 70. But there's your chance of rain Saturday for Derby. Sunday, a few showers left over as you saw, and finally, the showers will gradually end on Monday. We get a break Tuesday for the first time in several days, and then more showers will try to come in on Wednesday. All right. That should do it as far as your weather is concerned. A few showers this afternoon, maybe some thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe, especially along and east of Interstate 65, and a high around 80 to 83. All right. I'll see you guys tonight, 5, 6, and 10 on News 40 WNKY, because local matters. You can, of course, download that QR code you see down there in the corner, in the bottom corner with your phone, and download the News 40 weather app. It's new, it's improved from what previously was there. A little more detail and a little more refinement of all the graphics and videos and radar and all of that stuff. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, get it, because you may need it this afternoon. And then I'll see you, of course, not only tonight at 5, 6, and 10, but right here at 270 weather tomorrow morning. In the meantime, God bless you. Thanks for watching.